time than I expected to take off. Anyway, it is Saturday, it is the 9th, and it is November, my people. I've tried filming quite a few times, and I especially tried on the 6th of November because that would have been my mum's 84th birthday, and I just wanted to kind of come on that day. But every time I turned on the camera, I wasn't feeling it. I was like, no. And I have filmed things. I have tried to edit things. And I'm like, no. Even last night, I sat editing in the hope that I would upload a video today. But it just didn't. I wasn't feeling it. So we are trying again today. And hopefully, fingers crossed, this one goes up. So welcome back, my people. Thank you to all those of you that have been messaging me and keeping in touch with me. I know some of you have had some, you know, bad news, some things happen to you and all of that. And I'm going to share all of that with everybody as well, because we are a community right here. So I've got a Holland & Cooper haul to share with you sitting right here. I ordered a few items from Holland & Cooper, and it's going to be a non-sponsored Holland & Cooper haul, so I will be sharing my true thoughts on it. These items have not been sent to me. It's not coming from somebody that's being paid to talk about them, because I know Holland & Cooper are all over social media just now. These thoughts are coming from somebody that will tell you exactly what I think of them. I also ordered a candle from Holland & Cooper, but I'm gonna do a separate haul on that and talk about all of that. I'm just telling you now, that's coming up. I'm gonna try and film that either today or tomorrow. I've already tried the items on and filmed that, so it's just me telling you. I'm working today, so I'm on call. Okay, that was Rico just making arrangements. So he's got a big function on tonight, so he's there sorting things out, and I'm going to go down and give a hand with George later on. So that's just Rico just confirming times and things that I need to be down there. See, I'm a busy girl. So what was I saying? Holland & Cooper, yeah. So I'm going to do a separate video for Holland & Cooper. I think that's a better idea. But I've got more things here which I'm going to share with you on this vlog. I want to share some comments. I want to get into some discussions about minimalism and all of that. So I've got quite a few things, but I don't want to kind of just put it all onto one video. They're all going on in my head now, and you know what I'm like. When it's all going on there, I start saying bits here and bits there. So I'm going to try and stick. This is like an introduction to, hi, I'm back. So we'll do a haul. I went into Marks and Spencer's today as well and picked up some things. I actually went in there for Lily to get Lily's food, because that's the only other food that I like to give her when we don't cook her food, and sometimes we just don't cook her food and it changes it up and she loves it. It's called Lily's food, but I'll show you that when I go downstairs. So before we do all of that, let me just touch on why I took so long in coming back. Basically, I didn't realise how much Vlogtober took out of me, and I think it was because not only was I unwell during Vlogtober, and it seems this bug that I had, this virus, whatever it is, remember I didn't test for COVID, it seems to have done its round. So many people, the symptoms, oh, so many people. Anyway, so I had that, but worse than that, we had some tragic news whilst, you know, during October, and it was awful. But for me to be able to carry on vlogging during Vlogtober, I basically treated Vlogtober as a job, in the same way when we had the restaurant and whatever was going on in your life, you had to go to work and you had to do your job. That's how I got through Vlogtober. I didn't want to mention it during Vlogtober because, as tragic as it was and it affected us as a family, it wasn't about me, and I didn't want to make it about me. I know how amazing you all are, and I know the reaction I would have had in the comments, but it wasn't about me, and I had to separate it away from Vlogtober. I couldn't, it didn't feel right to me to come on and talk to you about it on camera. So that I think took its toll as well. So when I kind of stopped vlogging for Vlogtober, you kind of had time to just go, you all know, people, you all know where I'm coming from. So I think all of that just took it out of me, and that's why I was struggling to come back, and nothing felt quite right. Every time I filmed, it just never felt quite right. So what I'm going to do now is, whatever I say, whatever I do, it's going out, because I need to get back into it. I really need to get back into it. I can't believe it's the 9th of November and I haven't vlogged until, I mean, the last time I filmed was the 30th of October for the video to go up on the 31st. Thank you so much for the feedback on that video. I love that you all loved it. I love that you all loved it. So that was that. So we all got to know each other really, really well. Quite a few of us, we chatted in the comments. You were sharing your videos with us, and one of those people that sent me many videos was our Terry. And she had the tragic news just very, very recently that she has lost her beloved Tony. She shared Tony, her cat, with us during Vlogtober, so she'll have that to look back on as well. So yeah, that was really, really sad.
And here I sit with my big-eared cat again, just loving him. Tony is just most wonderful cat. I just love Tony.
As I speak to you right now, Terry is on her way to pick up her 2 new cats. One's a kitten, one's a cat, but we'll leave that up to Terry if she wants to share them with us. But yeah, so she had some tragic news, but also she's got new members of the family now, her new fur babies, even though she tragically recently lost Tony. So sending Terry all the best. We also got to meet Patricia on the vlogs as well. Patricia Teak, Pat. Patricia was the one that was sharing her mum's jewellery with us, and she has managed to sprain, I think I'm getting this right, sprain her wrist. She's kind of struggling on with that, but she's looking, you know, at the upside of how much worse it could have been. But yeah, it's just, life is just full of all of these things. So yeah, the other person that we got to know during Vlogtober was Selena, who shared many, many comments with us and many thoughts, and I have been chatting with her as well since Vlogtober ended, and she has also given me permission to share some of her voicemails because she makes some very, very, very interesting points. Let's go to a comment that she left during Vlogtober, because this comment will then kind of give us more understanding of her thoughts during mine and her conversation. So let me find the comment. She says here, and I'm going to share footage of the items that she's talking about here. So she says here in the comments of one of my videos, I was influenced by Jacob to get the Chanel 31 Rouge lipstick box with refills, but I'm starting to wonder if Selfridges sold me a fake. The box and leather case smells so chemically, you know, that China factory smell. So I actually sent that message to Jacob. I actually discussed that with Jacob, and let me see if I can find his message. He says, I obviously then had a few conversations with Jacob, and his reply to it is, I mean, it's fine. The glue that they use to attach the velvety base to the bottom of the wooden box to avoid it from being slippery has a smidge of a glue smell, but it's fine, is what he says. So he's saying that that smell is coming from the actual box. Now, I have one of these lipsticks, but mine wasn't in a set. Mine was, so those sets come with refills, as you would have seen in the photograph. And the first set that came out, when mine came out, the lipsticks were satin, and I think you had the choice if you bought that set, I can't remember what that set is called now, you got leather pouches as opposed to these felt ones. I think at the time was metallic and a white, and now it's, you've got a red and they are leather. Like I said, these are not leather. And this is all stitched. I mean, there's no glue on this. This is all stitched. But if you want to hear one of the best ever reviews on this lipstick, the casing and all of that, it's one of the best I've seen on YouTube, is Jacob's. I'm going to try my very best and link it down below, because he talks about everything you need to know about these lipsticks, even the casing, even this magnetic closure, and how they have covered up the magnet on the inside so it doesn't scratch your crystal lipstick holder and all of that. It is such an interesting video, well worth a watch. But we all know how Jacob loves his detail, and you know, he knows what he's talking about at the end of the day. So going back to the comments, and of course the wonderful thing, what happened in Vlogtober was everybody was chatting in the comments. You were all having conversations amongst yourselves. So back to Selena, after she made that comment, she also listed her lip products, because it was on the video where I shared how many lip products I had, and it was Selena that counted how many I actually had and said I could have bought an Hermes bag for what I had spent on the lipsticks. This is all relevant to the conversations that I want to have. Anyway, Rose replies, and we all know who Rose is. Rose was the one that shared her beautiful perfume collection with us, and she replies to Selena and she says, no, not Jacob. Laugh out loud. He is a chronic spender. He even saves the plastic shrink wrap. Pretty much all of his perfumes come in. And then Selena replies back, before Jacob, I never even dreamed of buying Chanel perfumes or beauty products. Maybe Jacob is holding onto the plastic with the hope it will one day be recycled. Anyway, so like I said, this will all be relevant to the subjects I want to chat about. I did share those comments with Jacob and discussed it with Jacob, and like I said, I will be linking his video down below about the perfume, and then you can check out any other video that you want to share. So those comments now bring me onto the conversations that I had with Selena, and this is where I want to discuss about buying things, and this is where my video ends up getting far too long. So like I said, Selena and I have had many conversations. She's a deep thinker. She really, right, let me just play the messages.
I love watching you, and obviously I love watching Jacob as well, but when I got introduced to like luxury on YouTube, I was very much new to it. So my initial reaction was very much like, oh well, why don't these people who are buying so much stuff, why don't they just give some of it to charity? And then I kind of lived vicariously through YouTubers, and Jacob got me really obsessed because of the way that like he described everything, and I enjoyed that level of detail because I guess maybe I am neurodivergent. But then the thing is, the more I watch him, the more I feel like he's an actual artist, and he's sort of like maybe showing us about, like, tongue-in-cheek about how much this stuff is actually bad for us.
So before I carry on with Selena's messages, I think we all went through that when we first came onto YouTube. I've spoken about my journey many times when I came onto YouTube and I saw Trina Levers sharing a room full of Chanel bags, and I'm like, oh my god, imagine sharing that on the internet. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, and I couldn't believe how much people were buying. I couldn't understand it, and I've spoken about that many a time in the past. But the more we watch, and I think this is what Selena is getting at as well, the more we watch, the more normal it becomes, and it really isn't. This mass buying of things is not normal, right? As much as we all enjoy it and we love it, and you know, it's great to buy a bag all the time, and it does make you feel good to buy. It's not normal. As much as we try to normalize it, it isn't. It isn't. I'm not telling anybody don't do it. People, if it brings you joy, you do what you need to do. If it makes you happy, you carry on. You can all spend your money. We can all spend our money on whatever makes us happy, as long as we've got that money to spend. I'm not criticizing anybody in any way. I am just saying this is the truth, because that's how I felt. And I know people that found my channel that knew me were shocked, because you don't go around parading the amount of bags. You don't go, people that are not into bags, you don't say, oh, by the way, I've got so many Chanel bags and I spent so much on a Chanel bag. You don't mention it, people. You don't talk about it. If people are not into it, you tell nobody. But here I am discussing it on YouTube. And I know I'm like that with it as well. I'm very much like that about it. The other thing she mentioned there was about why they're not giving money to charity, and I'm sure people are giving money to charity, but it's a thought that many people have or have said to YouTubers. Why are you spending all that ridiculous amount of money on handbags when you could be helping the poor, when you could be helping somebody in need? And I'm sure many are. Anyway, that's another debate for another time. But as Selena touched on it, because I've seen that many a time in comments, not in my comments, in other people's comments, who are spending ridiculous amounts of money. And I know people will think what I have spent on a Chanel bag is ridiculous amounts of money. Do I regret it? No. Am I glad I got my bags? Absolutely I am. Absolutely no regrets at all. Okay, let's carry on with the messages.
But then it's also really difficult, because I am the type of person that will go deeply into things, and then when I find out that, like, oh my god, nail polish is like toxic, and you know, I'm actually not consuming enough products because I'm not using them up before they go bad, and I'm still using them afterwards because I feel like it's a waste. And I don't know, I want to feel those emotions that I used to feel, where like you get something, it feels special, you use it, you hit pan, and there's like a nice satisfaction, and there's like no downsides to it. But like now everything is like, oh my god, you just exist, and like you're already doing something bad. And it's like, I want a fine line between not being oblivious to things but also enjoying things. And I feel like you have that fine line, like you do enjoy things, but you also do mention some of the things that I care about. Like you mention about like not buying things just for the sake of like buying those things, and you actually you show yourself enjoying the bags you already have. And like, I may not have like designer label bags, but I do have lots of bags, contemporary, dupes, tote bags, whatever it may be, and I don't use.
Okay, of course the battery ran out, people. Incidentally, talking about the battery running out, I know I'm all over the place, but I'm going to share one more message from Selena. But before, let me tell you, I did take my camera to get it serviced, and they can't do anything about the camera because it's an old camera, and to fix my camera they need another Canon G7X to take the parts from, so you know, the bit underneath my camera that screws onto tripods. But he says it's all right, it's not really in a bad state, and the zoom, it makes noise when it zooms. It probably moved slightly when I dropped the camera. So yeah, I just thought I would let you know I did do all of that while I wasn't vlogging. But yeah, so if anybody has a Canon G7X Mark II and you don't want it, can you please send it to me for parts? Thank you. Just putting it out there, people. Apparently the new version of mine, the Canon G7X Mark III, is now retailing for about £1,000. And then you hear all the vloggers are saying that it's not as good as the Mark II. So I don't know. But anyway, sorry for the interruption there. So we were so Selena got just slightly cut off there. But so basically, to sum it up, We were talking about overconsumption. Now, Selena makes an interesting point about being a minimalist. Now, there's been lots of messages between Selena and I, between the messages that I'm sharing and the ones that I am sharing with you. I have had permission from Selena to share, because obviously if it's a private message, it's a private message, but I'll always ask if I want to share it. But she really makes an interesting point here.
And honestly, Andri, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. Honestly, I'm really not. And I know that it's really trendy now on YouTube to do like a rant on why people are over consuming and things like that. Just like it was trendy not that long ago to be a minimalist and then like a luxury minimalist. And I'll be honest, I went down that rabbit hole as well to be like a minimalist. And I realized it was the same trap. Let me tell you how. You then feel you have to be perfect. You get rid of things which inevitably you're going to buy again. And worse, it puts you in an obsession mentality, because you become obsessed with how many products you have. How can you reduce it? How can you look like the aesthetic of a minimalist? So either extreme just doesn't work.
How very interesting. I was like, that's just so true. It's one extreme to the other. So we need to get back to being here again. And what is here? Here is buying something. It's okay to treat yourself occasionally, but treating yourself on bags that are thousands and thousands of pounds all the time, not for a special occasion, just because it's a new release, just because you like it. That's not really normal, is it? I don't know, people. Like I said earlier on, I'm not judging anybody. Everybody does what you need to do. It's the same thing when people are buying clothes, but they don't actually have anywhere to wear them to. And this is where I'm trying to take my wardrobes to now. I have a lot of clothes for going out, because I used to go out a lot, used to dress up a lot. When you're front of house, you need to dress up, and that's not my wardrobe anymore. I rarely go out now, so why do I need outfits that are for going out? It's like when I ordered the Holland & Cooper clothes, which I love the aesthetic of Holland & Cooper, I always have. And I've not ordered anything out of the ordinary or things that I don't wear. So I've ordered a pair of faux leather trousers, which is my uniform basically, a bodysuit and a polo neck, right, just a black polo neck with the Holland Cooper buttons, and a dress. Now, the bodysuit is not a bodysuit that I'm going to wear in the house. Where am I most of the time of my life? I'm in the house, I am cleaning, or I am at the gym and I'm working out, okay? That's my life. My life is cleaning, working out, occasionally going out, occasionally going on holiday, walking Lily. That's what my wardrobe needs to fit. I don't need elaborate clothes. For what? To make me feel good? I don't need elaborate clothes to make me feel good. The gym makes me feel good. I feel good within myself. You need to feel good within yourself. So, you know, I see a lot of people and they're buying. Where are you going to wear all these things? Do you know what I mean? And yeah, you can wear them walking your dog or going to Safeway. I'm just as happy wearing my new jumper from Primark, which looks lovely, with my new faux leather leggings from Primark, really comfortable. £10, part of the Primark haul by the way, £17. Over £100 for those faux leather leggings, and from Holland & Cooper, and I'm going to be nervous wearing them. These I'm going to wear in the house. I don't mind cleaning the toilets with these. I don't mind walking Lily with these. I'm definitely going to get my £10 worth out of these trousers, whereas they will hang in the wardrobe because they cost over £100, and I'll only wear them on occasion when I go out. I would probably wear them going to Aldi's, it wouldn't bother me, but then if I'm going to Aldi's, I'm coming back to put away shopping and do things in the house. And let me tell you, these ones here are more comfortable than those ones. just saying, people, but you're going to hear all that in the haul. So we need to stop shopping for our imaginary life, and I have spoken about this on YouTube before. Shop for your needs. Yeah, sometimes it's okay to shop for what you want as well. That's okay. And you know, before it would be, we would buy the expensive bag when it was our birthday. We would buy the expensive bag as a treat. Okay? Now, and this is going back to what Selena was saying about, she wants that feeling again of feeling good. If you're buying these bags every time you feel like a bag, it's not a treat on your birthday. What are you going to get on your birthday? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's bad. I am absolutely not saying it's bad, because sometimes you just go, feel like a bag. And if you can go out that amount of money on a bag because you feel like a bag, that's fine as well. That's absolutely fine. But if I had to explain it to Selena, that's what she's looking for. And it's not about just buying when you need things. It's buying the appropriate clothes for your lifestyle. That's what it is. It's fine to watch all these YouTubers who are flying here, travelling there. It's about what they wear. It's about them. That's their business. That's what they do. And their business is to sell it to us. And we are falling for it, because we are ordering the Holland and Cooper. These clothes would have been fine when I was working. Yes, because I had to look good. I was a representation. I was front of house of our restaurant. So that would have been perfect. That bodysuit, not the leather trousers, couldn't be wearing leather trousers, but if I wore that with the bodysuit with a black skirt and a jacket over it, beautiful. Same with the polo neck, right? It's a plain polo neck. It's a lovely polo neck. But when can I wear it? I'm not going to wear it in the house. I don't need to look so dressed up in the house. I can wear other polo necks if I'm needing a polo neck to keep me warm. That's a lovely polo neck that's going to keep you warm, that's comfortable, but you would wear it out. I wouldn't wear that out to dinner, because I'm not going to wear a plain black polo neck to wear out to dinner. So we need to be buying for our lifestyle. You need to look at your lifestyle, not the lifestyle of the YouTuber that you are watching, because that's their job, that's their lifestyle, that's who they're dressing for. Do you see what I mean? Selena, I hope that has answered your question. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I really want to hear your comments, what you think. Am I wrong in the way that I think? And that's, like I said, that's where I want to take my wardrobes. I wouldn't get rid of all my expensive blouses and clothes that I've already got, which are classics and I can still pull out and I can still wear time and time again, and I still do. But they're occasional wear. They're not things that I'm going to wear here. This is what I'm going to wear here. Like I said, I've really sold this jumper and these leggings, haven't I? From Primark. Oh my goodness. And yes, Primark do have a lot of rubbish as well, and clothes that don't suit me and I wouldn't even look twice at. I mean, I don't like their gym gear at all. I've tried it. You know, you dress for you and for your needs. There is no point buying so many items if you're not going to wear them. When are you going to wear them? Where are you going to wear them? Where? Right, I think that's enough said, because my throat's getting a bit dodgy. Right, let's do the haul. Let's get on to something nice. I know, talking about overconsumption, and then let's do a haul, why don't we? Yeah, typical hypocrite right here. Right, what should we start with? Let's start off, right, as we were talking about Holland and Cooper. This is a luxury candle from Holland and Cooper. I'm not going to go through the Holland Cooper things, I just want to show you this. It is absolutely beautiful. I will open it up properly when I do the Holland and Cooper haul. This is for a gift. I wouldn't spend this amount of money on a candle for myself. I think it's perfect to spend it for somebody else as a gift. Spend that amount of money for me to burn? No, I can't do it. But that's the Holland and Cooper. I just wanted to show you that, and it smells absolutely beautiful. It's like the scent from this candle is like it's a real scent. It's not like, right, so I got these candles, these tea lights from Primark, and they smell gorgeous, they absolutely do, but that's that kind of cheaper cinnamon smell, but that's fine for me to burn during Christmas time. So I picked up the these are my Christmas tea lights, which I'm probably gonna buy another box. There's 24 in here. They're only, I think they're 3 hours each, are they? Cinnamon and apple scented tea lights, burns up to 3 hours. And yes, I'll probably buy another box of these. These were £2, so they're like my Christmas little tea lights that I'll put around the house from Primark. As to Primark, right, so I've told you about these and I'll show you the full outfit. So the jumper was 17, the trousers were 10. I got myself another pair of pyjamas. These are like the boyfriend pyjamas, and again these are my kind of Christmas time pyjamas that I'll be wearing. I actually sized up. I don't normally size up, but I sized up in these ones and my actual Christmas ones that I got for the family. These were £15, so I just thought, and then you can wear them after Christmas as well, or before Christmas, or whatever. I don't know, I haven't decided when I'm going to start wearing them. Started the Christmas shopping, starting to get into that. I think it's once the Christmas decorations go up, so I'll probably put them up end of November. Okay, the Christmas pyjamas I went for this year. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen these. These are, I went for the tartan ones, so I got 11 pairs, people, 11 pairs of Christmas pyjamas. Again, these were £15. They feel better quality than the ones that I normally get with the Christmas motif and all that, and I thought they, you know, the family would get more of a wear out of these. Rico hates long pyjamas like this. Oh. Anyway, it's another story. So so normally I would get 10, I got 11 this year because we have Lauren this year. Well, we don't have her here, but Luke is going to Canada for Christmas to bring Lauren back. Lauren has sold a house in Canada and she's moving to Scotland, but they're doing Christmas over there, so I bought them their matching pyjamas like I bought for the rest of the family, so they can be matchy together over in Canada. So yeah, lovely. But they're back here for Hogmanay for New Year's Eve. They'll be back for bringing in the bells. Hopefully they'll be spending it with us, bringing in the bells. So that's the pyjamas done. All 11 pairs take, and that means I'm not chasing, trying to get. Okay, now I was chatting so long the camera cut out on me. So yeah, I'm not going to be chasing sizes. The only problem is Primark tend to reduce their Christmas pyjamas nearer Christmas, but I always end up returning them. Remember last year I took them back to my local Primark and they refused to refund me the difference. What I wanted to do was I wanted to return them, repurchase them, because that's, you have to return and then repurchase at the new price, and they refused. They said that I would have to wait for them to put them back on the rails, and they, you know, it could have been the day after. They were being difficult, so I just went to another Primark and I went to a male, because they're kind of more easygoing people. I'm sorry, but if you don't like what I'm saying, it's the truth. They don't really care what you're doing. So I just said to the guy, you know, I want to return them because they've been reduced now, and repurchase. The guy said no problem, and we did it. So I don't know if I probably mentioned this last year, but anyway, that's that about the Christmas pyjamas. I've showed you both pairs of Christmas pyjamas. Right, I bought a new serum, still La Roche-Posay, so I use CeraVe or La Roche-Posay, and it's normally the Hyaula something, it's called B5 if I buy this serum. I bought the B3 this time. I think this is new because I've not seen it before, and it's the retinol, but so I used it yesterday and I used it this morning. I've noticed there's like a wee lumps on my face. Let me zoom in. My zoom normally makes a noise. So now I don't normally have any marks on my face, but can we see these little bumps? Can we see them? So I don't know if it's that, or the other day when I went to get my eyebrows threaded, the lady that does my eyebrows, if she sees any hairs on my skin that the laser doesn't get rid of, or hasn't got rid of, because they now think if I get hairs now they come grey and the laser won't touch them, so it won't remove them. So when I go for my kind of lasering once a year, it won't remove any greys, and if she sees them she'll just thread them away. So I don't know if it's the threading that's giving me that reaction, because she'll just kind of go in wherever she sees something. So I don't know. I'll carry on using it and let you know how I get on with that. But it would be a great shame, because I've never ever had a problem with any of the La Roche-Posay or the CeraVe products. Anyway, this normally retails, I think it's for, I've got my Boots receipt here, normally retails for £48. It was reduced at Boots and I got it for £38.40, so I made a saving of £9.60. So that's that. Wax melts I got from B&M, and again it's that cinnamon smell, so I always burn wax melts. I burn them as my light for my mum, dad and Lulu every morning. Normally you have a gandili, a glass with olive oil and water. You have a little kind of burner thing that floats about. That's the traditional way of lighting a light for your loved ones that you've lost, but I just use wax melts and I light that every morning. It's part of my ritual in the mornings. So I got some Christmas scented ones, and they smell very similar to this, that cinnamon kind of, you know, smell, that kind of fake cinnamon smell, but it's fine, it's fine. Whilst in B&M I picked up some Caramax for our Georgie, because we know our Georgie loves Caramax. So do you know, I have filmed this so many times, I don't know now what I have filmed and what I haven't filmed. Did I tell you about the earrings that my cousin sent me from London? She saw them and she was like, ask my cousin through and through. So these are from my cousin Nessa. So she sent me Christmas puddings and what they call gingerbread men as well. So that's my Christmas earrings. I mean, I'm never going to be a minimalist, am I, people? And who wants to be a minimalist? Because like Selena said, we don't want to go from one extreme to the other. See, I don't think I'm in either extreme. What do you think? I think I'm kind of, so if this is a person that overconsumes, right? Not in food, but you know, overbuys. And then there's a minimalist. I think I'm about here. So that would be the middle. Okay, that's the extreme, that's the extreme. I'm a bit here, I'm a bit of a spendy person. Oh, one more candle. One more candle. So these are the candles that I normally get either from Habitat or Marks and Spencer's, and they can be quite spendy in those places. People, I picked this up from B&M. It says it's new, okay, in B&M, and yeah, it's got a nice scent to it as well, and it's gonna light up. And this was only £5. Only £5. Yeah, I don't know how many hours this is, doesn't say. We're not going to waste time because we're going to have a lot of editing to do, because we are not refilming this. So this I'm going to probably sit in the middle of our table when we're eating, because I don't like anything too big in the middle of the table, too much going on, or a whole load of foliage or a forest going on in the middle of my table. Because as much as that looks amazing on YouTube when people sit at the table, people, we don't do that in my family. In my family, we fill our table with food, not foliage and not a forest, okay? Our dining table is about eating, drinking, discussing, enjoying, arguing and all of that. It's not about making it look beautiful. Yes, I'll get out my nice mats. Yes, I'll get out my silver cutlery, but I'm not filling my table up with a forest, foliage all over it. No, I don't want all that hanging in my food. My table has proper big platters of food in it, on it, where everybody digs in and enjoys themselves. Okay, and it's not about, oh my goodness me, we've untidied the table. Right, hopefully I have shared everything with you. If I haven't, we'll do it on the next vlog, because this vlog's going to be a long one, people. Right, let's go downstairs. I'll show you the outfit and then show you, what time is it? Because I need to go to work, people. And show you what I got from Marks and Spencer's, which isn't spectacular. Okay, here is the outfit. This is the jumper. It is a small, but it's rather big. But anyway, that's the jumper, and like I said, I absolutely love it. It's got little pearls on it, and look, there's the wee thing hanging out there. So it's got little pearls on it. It's really soft, and it's got little diamantes on it, and we are hoping they do not fall off when I wash it. And it's got all that lovely ribbon on it as well. So that's the leggings. So comfortable. And I'm just going to wear the leggings with my brown boots that I got from Rita Ora last year, like £10. You just pull them on. I'm actually going to go and get them in black as well, because I will just wear these all the time. And a great alternative to wearing denims. Oh my goodness, wish I had already just picked up the black. I'll probably go tomorrow at some point and pick up the black ones as well. So that's my outfit, people. Comfortable, looks good, and I don't have to worry about it because I haven't spent £100 on a jumper or £100 on a pair of trousers. So I can look good in the house, feel good, comfortable, and not worry about it, and clean the toilets as well. Okay. What do we have? What do we have in here? Should we get everything out? Let's get everything out first. That's all I picked up. This is what I went in for, these little pouches for Lily. So yeah, these are like £1.20, I think. Let's have a look. I mean, see this little thing here? I spent £37.50. Right, so these little pouches are £1.50. I mean, there's not very much in them. And these big ones, which is the same make, is £3.20, I think. Yep. And then I just picked up some kuffa. I never say that properly. Whilst I was in there as well, because you know, I eat that every morning. And some cheeses. Oh, did I get two of the same? No, that's a soft one, that's a hard one. So what did I get here? That's what I got. I don't know, I can't even pronounce it, but it's triple cream. And I got a Stilton as well. Lovely. And so we've done that. Got Rico's favourite crisps, which if I have to be honest, I share them with him as well when we have a little pig out, maybe on a Sunday or Saturday night. Some Percy Pigs, Merry Persimus. So this is the Christmas edition Percy Pigs. And some more food. People, I just had to when I was in there. So some, what they called, mince pies. And some biscuits for the cheese. So rosemary and olive sourdough crackers. And I got these ones the last time I was in, and they were lovely. Cornish cruncher biscuits as well. That's what I got. So let me quickly tell you how much everything is. The rosemary crackers at £3. The cruncher biscuits £2.75. Cottage pie, we said that was all Lily's food, £3.20. Fig and apple. Oh, where is that? Oh, here it's here. Like that as well with the cheese. The fig and apple balsamic fruit for cheese. That was £2.75. And the kuffa thing, high pro original, I'm assuming that was £2.10. The Percy Pigs were £1.90. The mature cheese £2.50. The other cheese £3.50. The Montagnolo, I can't say it. And yeah, the mince pies. Oh, mince pies were £4, people. People, that's shocking. The date, we're okay for next week, but the 24th of the 11th. So they wouldn't do for Christmas, so we'll definitely have to use them up for next week. I did buy them for next week, just heat them up and serve them maybe with coffee. I don't know, we'll see, or maybe just part of dessert. It's also Rico's birthday next week on the 20th. Yep. So I think we're going to leave the vlog here. We have had many discussions. If you want me to take the discussions any further, let's chat away in the comments and we'll make another video on it. Remember to carry on sending your videos, which I have videos from Leslie, which I will be sharing on the next vlog. We need to save some things for the next vlog as well, because we're going to try and get back to vlogging as well, because if we don't upload more than one video a week, YouTube doesn't like us, people. So try and get a few videos up. The next one's going to be the Holland, and I keep wanting to say Holland and Sherry. I'm sure my dad used to have materials at the shop Holland and Sherry materials that he used to use for his tailoring. Because every time I say Holland and Cooper, I want to say Holland and Sherry. Anyway, so the next video will be Holland and Sherry, but I'm going to get this, I'm going to try and get this edited before I go and help Rico and have it ready to go up tomorrow morning. So yeah, remember, send me your videos, leave your ideas in the comments. We're going to carry on the same way we were in Vlogtober. We are a community and we are going to chat in the comments. Share the videos, people, because it helps the channel. Remember the thumbs up. And what else? Comments, thumbs up, sharing the videos. Don't forget, even share them to yourself if you have to, or share them to your husband. Just say to your husband or your partner or whoever, I'm just going to send you a video, but just delete it or play it or something, because it's all good for me. People, okay, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for coming back to me. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. This is the kind of thing I do. I'm just a very ordinary YouTubing, nearly 60-year-old people. Right, I'm gonna link a video here and a video here if you would like to see any more from me. And if you're not subscribed, I'm gonna put the A right here, and I'll catch you on the next one, people.